What's up, everybody? This is Ozzy Lopez with Keller Williams Realty. And in this video, we're going to go over the crucial, prudent way you can buy a house and not end up spending thousands of dollars on surprises that hit you once you get the keys to your new home. One of the worst things that you can probably get into when buying real estate is you buy a new house and all of a sudden you move in, you start living in it week 1, week 2, month 1, month 2. All of a sudden, all of these surprises start happening like, oh snap, the water heater just blew out. Oh, we need to refill the AC with Freon. These are completely normal instances, but in this video, I'm going to show you how to avoid those surprises, because the last thing I'm pretty sure you want to do is buy a house and then end up what they call house poor, where all of a sudden you just spent not only your entire down payment and closing costs in buying the home, now you have this other chunk of funds you got to allocate to maintaining a home and all of its surprises, right? So these are the 3 ways you can buy a home and avoid as many surprises as possible after you get the keys to your new home. So let's outline them right here. The first way that I was talking about is where you just buy it as is. You literally say, I don't need to inspect it. I don't need to know more about it. I'll take it. That I don't want you to do unless you exactly know what you're getting yourself into. There's some instances where it makes sense. And yet it's very, very rare. Don't ever do that unless you know what you're doing. Number 2, it's doing a home inspection. 99% of buyers do this, and there's nothing wrong with it. I recommend it. Always do a home inspection no matter what. When I buy my investment properties, even though I kind of have that trained eye knowing what to look for, I still hire a home inspector because I don't know what I missed and I don't know what I don't know, right? So even us real estate agents, we do that as well. Before I go on to option number 3, let me just say this. How do you get a home inspection? Like, who do you hire? So your real estate agent will have a go-to list, 2 or 3 home inspectors that they can refer you to, that they know how they work, they trust, meaning they know that they're reliable. They know that they do thorough work. And so all you got to do is just ask your real estate agent, hey, I don't know who, can you recommend me somebody good? And they'll do that for you. If your real estate agent also doesn't know or doesn't have, which there's nothing wrong with that, and your real estate agent says, you know, go find somebody, maybe the Yellow Pages or Google somebody or Yelp somebody or whatever, and then go ahead and do that and just vet them, ask them a couple questions, your availability, your price, what do you look for? What do I need to know? So it'll take a little bit more homework on your end, but that's okay. Let's go to option number 3, because I'm excited about this. Not a lot of people do that. And that's this. Whenever you buy a home, I recommend you get a home inspection and then you do this 3rd full-on option. And that's you get your technicians, your professionals in each individual field ready in case you need them, meaning plumbers, roofers, landscapers, painters, handyman, anything that you can foresee being a big ticket item. I want you to have them ready in your contact list, meaning you know that if you need them, they'll be available to get you some type of estimate, quote, or even just a diagnosis of what's going on. And this is what I mean by this. This is how it works. You see a home, you like it, you submit an offer, you get your offer accepted, and now it's time for inspections, right? So the way that it would work is, so now you're under contract and that timeline started of when you need to do all your home inspections is usually called the option period or the buyer due diligence period. So you check to see how much you have. So the first thing you want to do is send your home inspector over there and let them see everything, right? Let them inspect the entire house. Now they're going to give you what they think are the red flags, like, hey, you need to know about this, you need to know about this, you need to know about that. Now, mind you, they'll tell you everything they find. So it is very common for you to get an entire list of like 75 things they found that you would be like, whoa, what the heck am I getting into? But that's normal. There's no such thing as perfect homes, okay? It's a property, like what do you expect, right? What you want to do with that home inspection result is actually look for the big ticket items, right? The heating and central air, roofing, the plumbing, maybe even like the electrical, pool equipment. Here's the thing. If you think that the worst case scenario might be a big bill because now you have to fix it or repair it, have that professional ready. And this is why a home inspector is only going to do kind of a general walkthrough, a general inspection. Of course, it's not going to be the same like your walkthrough when you were shopping for homes. They're going to be turning on and off everything, making sure it works, it doesn't work, turning on faucets, turning on the dishwasher, turning on every single light, plugging every single outlet. A home inspector is going to be testing as much as they can with what they're allowed to do, right? So it's very general. However, they're going to pinpoint 75 things or more. And what you got to do is pinpoint the things that you want to avoid, as many surprises as possible, and the things that could be costly, right? Like I mentioned, roofing, electrical, plumbing, et cetera, et cetera. If any of those items do pop up and they're true red flags, that's when you need to call them. Or if your home inspector says, hey, watch out for this, and they'll tell you, the home inspector will tell you, I recommend you see a plumbing professional, or I recommend you see an HVAC AC unit professional, or I recommend a roofer come up here and see. They'll tell you when they're like, hey, it's kind of now beyond me, go hire this technician. And that's when you want to now go option 3. That's when you now want to take that level 3 action plan and get your people ready and say, hey, roofer, my inspector found a weird yellow stain on the roof. I need you to go up there and check the roof, make sure everything's okay. There's just no current leak, that whatever it was patched up. Now, here's the thing. You could ask the seller, right? Hey seller, what's going on with this yellow stain up there? Is that a leak? Did you fix it? What's going on? You could ask them, but here's the thing. You're buying this property. You're spending your hard-earned money buying this big purchase. I do not recommend just leaving it solely to the, hey, let's ask the seller this and let's see what they say and we'll just go by that, right? Let's also get a third-party professional to give you their analysis. You get a roofer, you get a plumber, you get whatever, and you tell them to go. And usually those people will also charge you for their time, and that is okay. I would rather them charge you for their time than give you a free diagnosis, or unless you know them, you've worked with them, then that's okay. The reason why, they have a trained eye for looking for everything bad to try and get a job, right? To get another project. So they'll look for things, they'll find things that need to be fixed. Even if nothing's wrong, they'll kind of scare you and they'll say, hey, this is outdated. They don't make parts for this no more. And if you have to switch this whole thing out, it's going to cost this much. So what I want you to be very, very careful with, make sure that you're using trusted vendors, trusted professionals, that they're not just trying to sell you on why they should fix things, but actually give you a really, really wholesome, transparent diagnostic report as to what they found and how crucial it is for you buying this home. So my recommendation is for you to find your own technicians and professionals that you are comfortable with, not just for the inspection part, right? But also for them to kind of be your go-to moving forward. So that's why I recommend let your real estate agent kind of give you a preferred inspector. But now when you go to level 3 and you need more specialists, do your own research and make sure you find people that you trust. If you came this far into the video, here's a final bonus tip that I'll give you, which is not only will going to level 3 help you in minimizing surprises as you become a homeowner, it'll help you negotiate, right? When you present to them a estimate or a quote of what you found and how much it'll cost to fix, this is why I need either the price reduced, a credit. This will make it easier for you and your buyer's agent to negotiate, because now you have a third-party credible source giving you this estimate of like, oh my gosh, this is true. Now we got to negotiate something a little bit more realistic. Instead of coming up with a number, just give me this, right? And that could be a credit, that could be a price reduction, that could be whatever. It helps you give authenticity, and it gives you credibility when you're negotiating. Thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. Stay tuned. I'm really appreciative that you're here, and I want to make sure that we answer all your questions. If you do, outside of these videos, have questions, text them to me, email them. My information's here in the video. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.